Hello, my name is Casey, and I'm uploading my assignment to Woman Film Pioneer Project. Um, in the Woman Film Pioneer Project, I reviewed Helena Cortazina. I think that's how you say her name. Helena Cortazina was born in Valencia, Spain, and lived from 1903 to 1984, and contributed tremendously in Spanish silent cinema. Helena first started out dancing, and then she went to acting, and then became a producer and director. I stumbled upon an article titled Woman in the Shift from Theater to Cinema in Spain, The Case of Helena Cortazina, by Elena Cordero Hayo and Begoña Sotavazis. I don't know if that's how you say it, but this article really interests me because of Helena Cortazina origin, which was, in fact, Spain. Um, in other countries, such as France and the United States, it was more common for women to appear in films and direct slash like produce films. Um, these countries were way more open to give women a chance in film and gave women the freedom to express themselves through these films. But unfortunately, in the article I read, it stated that in Spain, where Helena is from, however, little is known and even less is written about the role that women played within the Spanish silent cinema industry. Silent cinema in Spain was not an industrial or cultural system that allowed the presence of women with decision making power. Acting was the only fame inducing profession for women in the Spanish silent cinema when compared to other spectacles in cultural areas, such as theater. Um, Back to the Women Film Pioneers Project website, Helena did make her first debut in acting in 1920 with the film La Inaccesible / The Unapproachable Woman. It states that Cortazina's transition from the theatrical stage to the silent film industry and acting was like a common career move in Spain, for both men and women due to the lack of professional actors in that medium. Then Helena became the sole director / producer in the film Flor de España in 1921, only a year after acting in her first film. Previously stated that was so rare for women to be directing / producing a film, and not even like a year after being an actress, which I found wicked interesting. That is a huge contribute to women in early film because Helena was the first woman to direct / produce a Spanish silent film. It makes me like mad because I was reading some articles and it states that the film Flor de España was only directed by a guy named Jose Maria Granada, and Helena was completely left out of it. I'm not sure if it was like a filing issue or they just simply didn't want to give a woman credit for directing such a great film, but they did give her credit in 1921. Press release state that Cortazina was the main responsibility of the film. And soon later, she was rising in popularity and was known for her body and even modeled too. And she was also known for her ballerina skills, which came in handy like in her theater. Helena then actually went back into theater, and it is known in Spain that theater is actually very conservative and closed-minded, which made it difficult for new people to come into the industry. But luckily for Helena, she fit right in, and her past as a dancer wasn't a problem. But because Helena transitioned to theater, it was making Helena push farther and farther away from film, and soon her main focus was theater. Soon later, Cortazina actually created her own company with a guy named Andres Mejuto, and together they produced a large number of Spanish plays and enjoyed great success in Argentina. And unfortunately, in 1984, Helena did die in Buenos Aires. But I also came across this website. It was just called Helena Cortazina by Barbara Zecchi. And it was wicked interesting because a lot about Helena Cortazina is actually unknown / lost. For example, in her first Spanish silent film, Flor de España, what we were just completely talking about, this whole assignment was lost, all gone. Like, it's nowhere to be found. along with her birth certificate, and there are even some suspicion that her first name is spelt wrong. In the article I came across, it says that here's also some confusion about the spelling of her first name, which has created the false existence of two Cortesinas, Elena, the director, and Helena, the actress. Cortesina also had two sisters, so it made it difficult to track Helena in articles because they were known as the Hermanas Cortesina, which could get confusing. But overall, I personally think Helena contributed to women film tremendously and gave women hope that they can produce and direct a film too.